If you want to up your video game and make your footage buttery smooth, there's really no way around using ND filters on a fixed aperture drone like the DJI Mini. Unfortunately, there was no ND filters included in the Fly More combo for the Mini 3 Pro. But luckily, Freewell came to my rescue and provided me with a nice selection of filters for this drone. We will take a closer look at what we got and answer maybe the most frequent asked questions about ND filters is if this will push the weight of the drone beyond 250 grams. There's a UV filter, which primary purpose is basically to protect the camera on the drone. And the UV filter alone in this big pack. There's an all-day 6-pack, which contains ND4, 8, 16, 32, 64 and ND1000. This is how the all-day pack look like. So these are pure ND filters. They will not add or subtract anything to the footage when you use them. It will only allow you to reduce the shutter speed to the desired level. That's a different story with the Bright Day pack that includes a ND4, 8, 16, 32 and 64 with a polarizer, and it includes a pure CPL filter as well. This is how the Bright Day pack look like. The difference between these two kits is that this one has a polarizer in front of the ND filter where you can adjust the polarizing effect by turning the ring in front of the filter. So let's start by finding out if the drone stays within the legal limit of 250 grams. I'll just weigh the drone here as it is right now, 247 grams. So let's start by adding one of the normal ND filters to the drone. Just twist it like this and take it off. In this case, we just pick a ND4. Position it on top here and twist it. Very easy way to switch the filters. So let's put this on the scale here. 248 grams. So that is okay. And adding the polarizer ring in front of the filter, of course, that will add some additional weight. So let's just test if that makes a difference. Twist it in place, put that one up here. It's still 248 grams, safe below the limit of 250. Why is this so important to keep the drone below 250 grams? This is of course because that will give you the widest options when you are out filming. This will position the drone in the A1 airspace, which will allow you to fly inside urban areas, over people, but not over crowds, but of course with respect to distances to critical infrastructure as well as respecting people's privacy. Why would you use a polarizer? Yeah, that will help you tremendously. It will boost the saturation in your image, so when you are flying outside with a nice blue sky, it will get even more blue. You could also use the polarizing effect to cut down reflection on surfaces. So the way that you adjust this is that you simply turn the ring to either maximize or minimize the polarizing effect. And because the Mini 3 is capable of shooting both horizontal and vertical video, this will of course change depending on the recording mode. To make that easy for you, Freewell has included some helping guidelines here. There's a V and a H on the filter where you have to position the white line that you see here on top of the ring towards either vertical or horizontal depending on the recording mode that you're using. So I'll finish off this video by including a few samples shot with the different filters mounted. This is what the UV filter looks like. This is what the plain ND filter looks like. And this is how the ND filter with the polarizer looks like. For reference, I've included a shot with the CPL filter as well. This is what it looks like if I put all recordings next to each other. And this is how it looks with manual adjustment of the exposure. How, where and when you're using ND filters. I made a ton of videos here on the channel how this is done on a fixed aperture drone. And the technique is the same regardless if you use Mini 1, Mini 2, Auto Nano Plus or the Mini 3 Pro. It's all fixed aperture drones, so the way that you apply the filters and in what case that you need them is the same. So I've taken all these videos and compiled those into a playlist that you can access through this card. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.